Hi there guys, and welcome back once again to Jonesy Plays. Yes, I've decided to revive this series after months and months since my last video, I believe. So yes, it is going to be Jonesy Plays Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, but we'll get back onto that in a second. First things first, as opposed to first things second, of course, I just want to give a quick shout out to well, the person responsible for me getting back into this, really. It is a fellow YouTuber of the name, I hope I pronounce this right because she'll kill me if I don't. It's Ms. Carsonelli. I will be putting a link in the description, and hopefully if my editing skills are still working, there should be an annotation on the screen right now. Yes, basically we started talking, and she managed to convince me to start doing this again, as it is something I enjoy doing. But as I say, yes, go check her YouTube channel out, because she's a Let's Player as well, and she does some great videos, does The Sims and Dragon Age Origins, and also a very entertaining Euro Truck Simulator video. So yeah, a big shout out to her, and definitely go subscribe to her channel. So yes, we are playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So we're going to do a brand new story mode. It is a game that I've completed before. So let's call it. Let's just call it Jonesy, shall we? Yeah, it's a game that I've played before and completed sort of 1.5 times, really. Yes, a lot of you will be asking why I'm doing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood as opposed to sort of the newer games. Basically, for me, it's the best Assassin's Creed game. I was quite disappointed with Assassin's Creed 3. I couldn't really get into it. Assassin's Creed Revelations wasn't brilliant. So for me, this was the last decent Assassin's Creed game, and something I really got into. So it is going to be an edited down video. So I'm going to try and keep as much of these cutscenes in as possible for people that really want to get into the story, but I do urge you to go and play this game anyway, because it is a fantastic game if you really enjoy immersing yourself into a storyline, and a game with lots of sort of historical figures and historical facts and stuff, but set in a fictional world. Then this is definitely the game for you. I absolutely love it. As you can see, sort of a lot of the graphics in it are really, really nice. Yeah, I will also say, for those that have not seen my gaming videos before, sorry for the quality of it. I am only doing this through a DVD recorder and through my PS3, so it isn't the greatest quality, so I apologise for that, but working with what I've got, basically. So it's basically going over what's happened so far in the Assassin's Creed series. So for those of you that don't know, you play as two characters. In the 21st century, you play as Desmond Miles, who is on the screen there, and basically he's part of the assassins group, who are having a sort of fight with the Templars. And that seat that you saw there, basically that is called the Animus, and when he sits in that, it takes him back in time, and he sort of relives his ancestors' lives, and basically through doing this, it is helping them in their battle against the Templars. So the other player that the other character you play as, sorry, is his ancestor Ezio Auditore de Firenze, and he is from the 15th and 16th century, from Italy, as you can probably tell by the name. And basically that is the main character of the story. That's the person you play most as. So yes, this basically starts off right from, well, not at this point, but when the game finally gets started. It is right at the end of Assassin's Creed 2, basically. So I think I actually have to do something in a second here. I can't quite remember. Yes, I do. I thought I did. Basically, this guy is Cesare Borgia, who we will come to see who he is and what part he plays in the game very shortly. And yes, you do spend a lot of time on a horse in this game. So that's Ezio. So like I say, this is back in, probably at this stage it will be 15th century Italy, so the 1400s, late 1400s. So for those of you that don't know, Assassin's Creed 2 is where you start off as Ezio. He was born in Florence, hence the Firenze at the end of his name. And basically you play through that one with him growing up and everything, and becoming a proper assassin. So this was, like I say, at the end of Assassin's Creed 2, this vision comes to Ezio. But as you see, she's mentioning Desmond there, who, like I said, is in the modern day, in the 21st century. And Ezio, as you can tell, is a bit confused. So like I say, so it says there, yeah, we are actually in the basement of the Vatican in 1499. So yeah, like I mentioned, there are basically historical characters, real historical characters in this game, and a lot of events that sort of happen are also based around fact. But obviously, it's a fictional game. But I really like that touch, how it actually uses real people, real events. It sort of gives an extra sort of dynamic and a real feel to the story. So basically, when you meet new people and new characters, it gives a little description of them. So that's a quick description of Ezio. I'm going to sort of treat this as though many of you have played this game and sort of know what is going on, or else we'll probably be here for quite a while having to explain everything. So like I say, this is probably something that does not belong in the Vatican, isn't really there. So that piece of clothing belonged to a guy called Rodrigo Borgia, who in Assassin's Creed 2 was basically the main enemy of Ezio, and basically at the end of it there's a massive standoff here in the Vatican, and Ezio decided not to kill him. So obviously you can see there he's escaped. He sort of strangled him. Obviously when he went in that other room, Rodrigo escaped, and that does have a big sort of saying on the storyline. But if you check the actual names and the figures out, I mean, you will find out that Rodrigo Borgia was indeed Pope Alexander VI. Obviously, the way that they are in this game is no actual representation of how they were in real life. That would be silly. So this is Mario Auditore, who is Ezio's uncle. So now we get into sort of proper gameplay, and we see the oh yeah, I need to turn Eagle Vision on. This is one of Ezio's special sort of powers that he has, and it basically helps you during the game see sort of special points of interest and places that you need to go. So one of the main features of Assassin's Creed series, as people will know, is the free running aspect of things, which is really great. Really, it makes things very smooth, climbing various buildings and whatnot. Hang on, where am I going now? Over there. No, that's not good. Yeah, it's I will point out it's a while since I've played Assassin's Creed. It is something I've completed a lot of times, so I should be a little bit better than that. So I don't really know why I did that there. There we go. That's it. I think I was still holding on to X. So let's just make our way up. There we go. So again, like I say, when you meet new characters, it brings up their little descriptions and stuff and profiles in the corner. I'm not going to do it for everyone, guys. As I say, go and check them out for yourself. Not every character in this is based on real, but Ezio Auditore didn't exist.
God will see you pay for your crimes. You have desecrated the sanctity of this holy place.
It's not like we're pissed anywhere, is it?
must go, Ezio. Now.
So we get into some fighting straight away, I think, as far as I remember. So we're going to push people out of the way here. Get rid of the monks. Alright, get moving, Mario, come on. Right, so you will see this here. Whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? There we go, it's actually a double blade at the moment. Oh, I'm actually using a sword. Okay, oh god, this is not going well. There we go. Counter. Yeah, it's that's one of the things about the enemy. They will just sort of stand around you and attack you one by one, even if they've just seen one of their own basically get bludgeoned to death. They will just stand around you, and absolutely no problem. Let's dodge and attack. Oh, you bastard. Well, apart from that, okay, he was an exception to the rule. No. In fact, let's change that sword. I think this might be easier against this guy. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. Let's help Mario out, and they're gone. So let's go back to the hidden blade. So yeah, sorry, this is the weapons wheel. You didn't start out with all these in Assassin's Creed 2. Obviously, you basically just had the hidden blade. You have to buy certain things along the way. So you got like throwing knives there. You've got a hidden gun, which would I be able to use that? Yeah, hang on. So that's sort of a very early version of a gun. So let's follow Mario, and I think we start climbing in a little bit. Oh, let's fight these then. Oh, cheers Mario. So you will spend a lot of your time on rooftops in this game. Also with the free running and things, it's basically the sneakiest and stealthiest way to get around the city of Rome, and also the quickest. No one gets in your way apart from the odd guard, who will see there that indicator in the left there. Oh, and here. Okay, let's get the sword out because I think that's going to be the best way. So that in the background, I'll actually talk about that a bit later when I'm not actually doing a mission. But it's one of my favourite places, and when I went to Rome last year, I think I was more excited to see that than anywhere else in the city. The great historical city of Rome, and I'm just so interested in seeing something out of Assassin's Creed. But hopefully I will put a picture up of that I did get. What are you doing, Mario? Oh, that's right, you just take the ladder, you just take your time. I'm, not like we've got anywhere to go and we're not being followed or anything. Are you having a shit? What are you doing? Mario, calm yourself, lad. Mario? Right, okay, I'll leave you to have a shit and I'll climb where we're actually meant to be going. Deary me. Mario. Oh dear, I fear I may have broken the game. There we go, finally. And magically Mario was already up there. So yeah, I'm not actually completely sure how accurate the sort of planning of the city of Rome at this stage is, and the sort of layout it is. I think it is fairly accurate as far as I'm aware. You can see the Colosseum there in the background, and the Pantheon there. So actually looking at it, obviously it's a lot smaller scale, but in general I think it's sort of quite accurate in the way it's laid out. So when we actually get into the game, we do see that Rome is in ruins due to the Borgia rule, and basically they're pumping all the money into the Vatican, which they're sort of trying to build up at that stage. So let's get riding into Monteriggioni, which is basically the home of, a new home of the Auditores. and has the villa that we basically own this little village. So we do get some character interaction now with some of the villagers. I think. Oh, yeah, I'll just run you over then. Thanks for welcoming me back. I'll just run you over with my horse to show you how grateful I am. Oh, I meant to go see these things. Yeah, right. So when it's quite an open world game. Obviously you have to sort of stick to the storylines and things and side missions, but when you're not on a mission, you can just go running around anywhere, go exploring a little bit. Let's go on to the rooftops of the village of Monteriggioni. So it's only a small thing, as you can see, sort of in a little fortification here, which doesn't do it too good in a little while. I think it's actually in the morning. But there's Villa Auditore there in the background, looking over its little kingdom. But yeah, you'll see in the little map in the bottom right hand corner there, that displays the missions and places that you need to go, and that little number next to it shows you how far you are. Oh, that did some damage. That was silly. How far you are, sort of from the nearest mission. In the bottom there, you can see your currency and how much money you've got. I've got 53,724. I think, is it florins? May have got that wrong. So as you can see, obviously when people need help, they just light up, as in real life. When anyone needs help, they just light up like that. Shall I talk to her? Yeah, go on, let's put her out of misery. With this really heavy box of flowers. Oh, ever the charmer, Ezio, ever the charmer.
Let me see what I can do.
So, if she was the one bringing all the flowers and they're already there, why was she having so much of a problem with that one? That's a question I'd like to know. That's alright, Ezio, you're getting some in a bit anyway, mate. Right, there you are. Again, he's lit up because he needs help. Be a lot easier to pick out in real life if people actually did that.
Do not despair. I will bring it back. God bless you, Ezio.
Well, you haven't exactly lost it, have you? It's just got free. Whoa, what are you doing? Right, and mount. No, okay. Stop jumping like a leaping leprechaun. If you dare start running again, I'm gonna mount you like a... Mount! Right, and no! I'm gonna call you Kevin, because I can, even though it's not my house to name. Right. Mount! Thank you very much. So basically what this guy was doing, he was just lazy. He hadn't lost a horse at all, he just couldn't be asked to try getting it back. Right, so one last one to do, and I believe it's up there. Whoa, it's getting dark. Quite similar to the weather in Leeds this afternoon. Absolutely fucking miserable. So let's go up here. Just one of the many ways that you can get around. Can I get to it over? Oh, I can get her there. Bloody hell, I'm blind. Let's do that again. Let's go sort these cannons out. Hello. So yeah, you also have groups that can help you throughout the game as well. So you got mercenaries, also the prostitutes, the ladies of the night. They can help you sort of distract guards and things so you can get past. There's also the thieves, which help. Again, I think they sort of act as a distraction. And the mercenaries, they basically help you fight if you feel you can't do anything on your own. So what are we doing? Going to find a drunk person or someone who's sleeping? Here he is.
Salve, Messere. We need you to fix the cannons on the battlements.
Leave me be. I do not begin repairs.
You do what I fucking say, mate.
You know what time it is.
I make cannons, not cloths.
Wow, not much get past this guy, does it?
Someone else can do that.
Dear me.
You know my man, Paul. No one else will touch my cannons.
I don't think anyone wants to touch your cannons, mate.
Soldiers have no respect for artillery. They expect a gun to work like magic. You need to feel her out. Give her a little.
Right, yeah, I think you've been spending a little bit too much time with your guns. Let's have some time away from them, shall we? Right, stop talking, let's just get on with it, come on. Oh, right, fair enough. Yeah, that is one of the things. If you're in missions and you feel like you want to go walking about, then it does start to desync you from the game. So it does keep you quite linear, which can get a bit annoying sometimes if you sort of get stuck somewhere and one of your targets is wandering off and you have to start it again, which isn't the biggest problem in the world, I suppose, but a bit nitpicky. Where are you? Go on then, get them told. I've got some dummies to fire at. Go on, get down there then. You're a dummy. No, fair enough. So I enjoy using this. Really enjoy using the cannons in this game. Saying that, I don't think there's many times you actually get to use them properly, but there's some really cool, well, what they consider modern technology later in the game. Basically, the first ever tank, and different guns and things. I think there's actually a flying suit or something. Oh yeah, Leonardo da Vinci is in this game. He's one of Ezio's allies. He's basically the enemy are sort of using him, but Ezio is secretly friends with him. Again, he's in Assassin's Creed 2, and that's when the friendship starts. So yeah, the great Leonardo da Vinci is in Assassin's Creed. Buongiorno. Caterina it is.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your presence here?
I desire an allegiance. The papal armies are the younger marching for me. Your mercenaries will be a great asset to my cause.
It is likely that I can give you a receipt.
Yeah, in my ways and one Ezio.
Mother,
So here's the gang.
Machiavelli. It is done. I enter the Vaticano.
Ah, here we go. This is basically what happened at the end of Assassin's Creed 2.
Staff against me, but I defeated him. Finding the staff and the apple, I gained access to the vault.
So yeah, the Apple of Eden is something that you were seeking out in the last one, and
Terrible tragedy to befall men.
it has like special powers.
Did Rodrigo beg forgiveness? Make excuses.
This is where we get an angry Machiavelli.
No, none of those things.
Interesting. I'm surprised he remains so composed.
I let him leave.
The Spaniard lives. Once our enemies are dead, we can speak of vaults and gods and ancient places.
And Caterina, who I think is also in Assassin's Creed 2, we meet for the first time. And you could even see the sexual tension then. So, let's go do this thing. Oh dear, Rudy's. I don't think it gets ruder than that, so I think we're alright. Nothing wrong with the massage, is there? Oh dear. Deary me. She doesn't ask for much, does she?
Ask. I have to find Mario and rally the troops.
My men are in the courtyard. I aim to lead them.
So this is where the story really sort of kicks off. It's, like I say, quite a sort of tame start to it, just to get you into the game. And Monteriggioni is not looking too good at the moment.